Hello, beautiful people. I hope you are keeping very well. I am also doing well too. So, today happens to be the day 2 of our cholesterol series, and today, what are we looking at? But before we take a look at what we are talking about today, let's do a quick recap of yesterday. So, we learned that there are two types of cholesterol. We have the HDL, the high density lipoprotein, which is a good cholesterol, and the LDL, which is the low density lipoprotein, which is termed as the bad cholesterol. So we also learned that cholesterol itself isn't bad because the body needs it to stay alive. But today, let's look at what happens when you have too much cholesterol in your body. So now imagine your arteries, the vessels that carry blood through your body. Imagine them as a clean pipe. When it is clean, what happens? The blood is able to flow through it freely without any impediment. And this blood flows to every organ, your brain, your heart, every organ in the body receives blood without any issue. But when you have too much of the LDL, that is where, the arteries, there's a buildup of, fats in the arteries, and it narrows the passageway that helps blood to flow to every organ of your body. And when this happens, problems begin to arise. So yesterday I cited an example that even in your kitchen sink, let's take that as an example. With time, as you're in the kitchen, you are pouring oil through the sink. Almost every time you're cooking oil, you pour it. What happens is that the tube that is it connects the sink to the pipe, you see that it will be blocked, and then as time goes on, you pour water and the water will be sitting in the sink. It won't go unless you pour hot water. I said this yesterday. And unless you call a plumber to also, if it is too much blocked, you call a plumber to come and change the pipe for you. But our bodies, we cannot call any plumber to change any pipe for us. So there are certain things that you have to do also in order to get rid of this bad cholesterol. So as the passageway gets narrower because of the buildup of plaque on the arteries, what happens is that blood is not able to flow freely, and your heart begins to work under pressure, pumping more blood to every organ in your body. You might not feel it. One name that is given to having so much LDL in your body is the silent killer. They call it the silent killer because on the outside you will not feel that your cholesterol levels are high. You can't feel it like your head is aching you. You can't feel it like you have a runny tummy or anything. You can't. You can look perfectly healthy on the outside, but on the inside you have build up of LDL cholesterol, which is so bad. That is why even before doing this series, I encourage you that you should take time, go to a clinic, a hospital, or a pharmacy early in the morning and tell them that you would want to check your cholesterol level. Because most people are walking, they are looking okay, and before anopeya no nam how, anopeya no nam ha, maybe the cholesterol levels inside the body has become too high and the heart was working so much under pressure that suddenly the heart stopped, and then the person is no more. So now let's look at some of the lifestyle changes. Yesterday I made mention of walking. You have to walk, so that you are active and then burn some calories, so that the fat that is lying or stored up somewhere you can burn. Or you have to also fast. Some people don't like fasting. You have to be deliberate about fasting, whether for spiritual exercise or even giving your body some rest from working 24/7. So you have to learn how to fast. And one thing that you can also do is you have to eat food that is so rich in fiber. Eat food that is so rich in fiber, like vegetables, like fruits, all those things. They kind of like sweep the bad cholesterol away from our body. One fat that you also have to consider eating is more of nuts oils. Although they are good oils, it doesn't mean that you should be overeating them. Too much of everything is bad, so moderation is the key. And you can eat nuts, all kinds of nuts. They are so good because those ones are natural and they help to increase the HDL, which helps the body to thrive very well. And also, let's try as much as we can to avoid eating trans fats. Trans fats are found in like baked goods, meat pie, bread, fried foods. Let's cut down on those as much as we can. So if it is fish and you're cooking at home, instead of frying, you can choose to like grill it, you can choose to smoke it, or you can choose to steam it, depending on how you like it, so that we can cut down on the amount of fat that we consume from our foods. So the next time that you are thinking about cholesterol, you have to pause and ask yourself, are my blood vessels clogged or they are clean? So the fact that you are looking good on the outside doesn't mean that you are looking good on the inside. Take very good care of yourself, and any food that you eat, ask yourself that this that I'm putting inside my body, is it helping me to build more of HDL, the good cholesterol, or is helping me to build more of LDL, which is the bad cholesterol?